Hi, good morning. Today I'll be presenting my consulting proposal on a multicultural challenge affecting RMIT global sustainability. RMIT is an international institution with students and staff from many cultural backgrounds. This diversity is one of the university's key strengths because it allows RMIT to operate globally, attract international students, and collaborate with partners across the country. However, multicultural diversity can also create challenge when communication style, expectation, and cultural value differ. If those differences are not managed effectively, they might lead to misunderstanding, reduced engagement, and lower academic performance. The problem that I propose to investigate is that cross-cultural communication barrier significantly influence student engagement, academic performance, and RMIT's sustainable growth as a global university. Research in intercultural communication show that cultural differences affect how people speak, participate, and respond in academic environment. In global university, the ability managed in multicultural interaction is directly related to institutional success and competitiveness. Therefore, this project is important because improving cross-cultural communication can support both student success and organizational sustainability. To understand this challenge, it is important to examine the multicultural context at several levels: individual, classroom, organizational, and strategies. At individual level, students come from different cultural backgrounds with different expectations about authority, participation, and communication. According to the hostage cultural dimension theories, some culture may have high power distance, which means students may show respect by listening quietly rather than speaking or questioning the lecturers. In contrast, Australian academic culture often expects active participation, discussion, and critical thinking. Because of this difference, lecturers may think that students are disengaged, while students may think that they are being respectful. At the classroom level, communication style may also differ. Whole high contact and low contact communication theories explain that some cultures communicate indirectly while others communicate is directly. Australian classrooms usually prefer direct communication, but students from high contact culture may be more indirect, which can lead to misunderstanding. At the organizational level, universities often use teaching methods based on the dominant cultural norm. Research suggests that without intercultural support, international students might find it difficult to adapt to new academic expectations. At the strategic level, RMIT depends heavily on international students and global partnership. Because of this, effective multicultural communication is not only a classroom issue, but also a strategic requirement for institutional success. This communication barrier can create negative consequences at several levels. For students, limited participation can reduce confidence, engagement, and academic performance. Students show that international students may feel less comfortable speaking in class, which affects their learning experience. Students also may feel less connected to the university, which reduces their sense of belonging. For academic staff, cultural difference can make teaching more challenging. Lecturers may misinterpret silence as lack of interest, when it may actually be caused by cultural norm or language difficulty. This can make teaching less effective and increase frustration. In the institution level, this problem can affect student satisfaction, retention, and reputation. Research shows that student engagement and belonging are strongly related to retention and long-term success. For global universities like RMIT, poor multicultural integration can reduce competitiveness and damage its international reputation. Therefore, communication barriers should be seen as a strategic risk, not only a classroom issue. This challenge can be explained using several intercultural theories. First, holistic cultural dimension theories explain how cultural value influence behavior. In high-power distant culture, students may avoid challenging authority, which can reduce classroom participation in Western university. Second, Hall communication theories explain differences between high context and low context communication. Indirect communication may be misunderstood in direct academic environment, leading to confusion and reduced interaction. Third, cultural intelligence theories suggest that individual and organization must be develop the ability to work effectively across the culture. Universities with higher cultural intelligence are better able to support diverse students and staff. Intercultural compensation theories also show that institutions need structures, support systems that help people interact successfully across the culture. These theories show that the problem is not caused by individual weakness, but by cultural difference that require organizational adaptation. Addressing this challenge is important for RMIT long-term development as a global university. Improving cross-cultural communication can increase student engagement and academic success. It can also improve intercultural comprehension among the staff and students, which is essential for international student education. At the institution level, better multicultural integration can improve student satisfaction, retention, and global reputation. In the long term, developing cultural intelligence across the university can transform diversity into a strategic advantage rather than a challenging. In conclusion, by addressing cross-cultural communication barrier, RMIT can strengthen learning outcome, improve global collaboration, and support sustainable growth of an international university. And these are all the references. And thank you for listening.